Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You can check out your other placements for additional messages, as this is a general reading. Messages may or may not apply, so of course take what resonates, leave what doesn't for the next person. We're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the week ahead, see what you guys could be currently dealing with, as well as what you can expect, get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. If you guys are interested, you can follow me over on my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And let's get right into this reading, starting off with some Moonology cards. For Aries, for the next 7 days, what messages do they need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance? Messages for Aries. Okay, deck really doesn't want to shuffle anymore. Let me just move these decks over. Okay, messages for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus. We have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Oh, I really love this energy. Cancer is your fellow cardinal sign. Some of you may have some strong Cancerian placements in your chart. But this is just like a friendly reminder that you are always safe, you're always protected, and I feel like this week, it's kind of like about being in your comforts or being around your loved ones and just kind of being in this safe company, even just like in your home, getting comfortable, buying things for your home, like, I don't know, like a fuzzy new blanket or new pajamas or like nice socks for the cold weather if you're living in the northern hemisphere, right? We're approaching winter season. Just really being comfortable and feeling safe and cozy, and I really love this energy. This is new moon in Cancer, right? So this is the energy of something new initiating, so I really like that. Let's see what else needs to come out for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Any messages for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus? Oh, sheesh, we got the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears, and there's another card. Okay, full moon in Cancer. Sheesh, so we go full circle. We go full circle. We go from new moon to full moon. So I like that a lot. A personal issue reaches resolution. So fears, this is what I'm feeling about. What am I talking about? I don't even know. Work through your fears. A personal issue reaches resolution. You're really overcoming certain beliefs, certain mindsets, certain setbacks that you have had that have held you back from fully stepping into your authenticity, fully going after what you want, what your heart wants. I think it's important you guys step out of your comfort zone, do something different, approach things differently, get different outcomes. You can't expect a different change if you don't make any difference in your life. You can't expect things to start magically appearing and shifting and changing and moving if you just stay in your comforts. There is no change in the comfort zone. So like I said, yes, physically, like, make sure you be comfortable, make sure that you take time to rest and be with your loved ones, but also don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. I'm talking like taking a chance on something, believing in yourself, going after something, even if it has you feeling scared or fearful or you worry about failure. Like, go try it. If you're scared to do it, then do it. There's your sign. You're scared to do something, then that's how you know you're gonna grow. So challenge yourself this week. We have at the bottom of the deck, communications key, new moon in Gemini. We also have believe in the impossible, blue moon. And adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So we definitely need to make some adjustments this week. What isn't working, it's time to let it go, and it's time to incorporate new ways of doing. Okay, you may have outgrown certain ways, certain beliefs, certain mindsets, even certain relationships, and there are some adjustments that you're needing to get rid of. I guess some of you are needing to get rid of something. I wanted to say adjustments that you're needing to make, not. Okay. You get what I'm saying. Today my words are a little bit funky. I don't even know whatever. Okay. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So make sure that you are communicating clearly and honestly. You're not saying yes when you really want to say no. You are firm, you are certain, and you don't make excuses or little white lies. It's time to communicate honestly, okay? Just saying, you got a lot of new moon energy, just gotta point that out. New moon in Cancer, new moon in Scorpio, and new moon in Gemini. So kind of similar in Virgo's reading. They had a lot of new moons coming through in their reading as well. Then we have full moon. In Cancer's card, right? Full moon in Cancer is a blue moon, right? It's a blue moon. And then we have the card that says blue moon, believe in the impossible. So perhaps this week you may have some rare occurrences or like once in a lifetime encounters or like, you know, and I said this, what did I say this for? I might have actually said this in Cancer's reading. I don't know, because I did that like a week ago. So I don't really remember the readings, but I think that came out in Cancer's reading, and I was just like, the blue moon card, and I was saying, you know, you might get a flat tire, and it's like such a annoying thing to deal with, a pain in the ass, but then you go get it fixed, and the person who's fixing your tire changes your life, and maybe you guys become friends, or they're the love of your life, or, you know, you bump into someone at the grocery store, maybe they knocked whatever it is, the bread you're holding. I don't it's just an imagery I'm getting in my head, right? Someone bumps into you, you drop your bread, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then, like, it's love at first sight, like, you know, rare occurrences, or like random people that you may cross paths with this week. Possibility of just like changing your life or having some sort of influence. So I do want to say, like, believe in the impossible. Some of you are really working through your fears, and you're needing to believe in yourself instead of doubting yourself and being your own worst critic. It's so important that you guys are certain and you don't get in your own way. No self-sabotage over here. It's time to put down your foot. It's time to take action. It's time to resolve these personal issues. Let's see. Let's pull some animal cards to get some more details of what's happening here, okay? So any animal oracle messages for Aries, Summer, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Definitely new energy coming through, and some sort of cycle coming to a completion, or some sort of release, like I said. Adjustments need to be made, things like that. So any animal oracle messages for Aries, Summer, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Any animal oracle messages for Aries, Summer, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week. Any animal oracle messages for Aries, Summer, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Next 7 days, what do they need to know? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Aries, Summer, Rising, Venus. Let's try one more time. One more time, okay. It's like, okay, Spirit, I got you. Messages for Aries, Summer, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. We got the Tarantula. You're at a crossroad. Major decision ahead. And this is about your life path. This is about your purpose, why you are here. And yeah, so we'll hold that thought. We'll see what else needs to come out, but this does talk about some sort of choice. But if you're not really sure where you're headed, where you're going, or what it is that you even want, sit on it. Take some time to think and contemplate. Okay, you definitely have new energy coming through here. New moon in Cancer and Scorpio. Lots of watery energy. Maybe this is about a relationship or your emotions, right? Lots of water coming through. And then a little bit of fire. So just sit on it, wait, feel it out, and also really trust your intuition when it comes to this choice. We have the Lamb. Oh my god, this is so fitting. This talks about a message trying to come through, or it's just like a message from your higher self or from your guides, whatever you believe in, whatever you connect to. It's coming through to help guide you, but you're needing to get quiet in the mind. Okay, let's see what else needs to come out, and also get grounded. But this does talk about, like, it's the confirmation that you need that will help you when it comes to making this choice, this decision, or this next move. Alright, and we have the Deer. Okay, the Deer is talking about bringing something into life, or like birthing something, starting something new. And at the bottom we have the Beaver, the Rabbit. Yeah, those are the fears, and the Bat. The Rabbit and the Bat. Scared of change, scared of transformation, but it all brings major learning lessons, personal growth. And underneath that, we have the Golden Egg, which is similar to the Lamb. It's like there's a message waiting to be heard. It's from within you. And you're needing to get quiet so that you can really hear what's on your mind. Because right now, you're experiencing a lot of the stress, anxieties, worries, fears about the future, about the unknown, right? That you're needing to work through. New Moon in Scorpio, which we just had the New Moon in Scorpio last week. So, you know, this is being highlighted for you to work through your fears in Scorpio season. You are being pushed to transform, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to also work through certain personal issues, doubts, fears, worries, concerns. Like, you are learning a lot about yourself this week and moving forward throughout Scorpio season. It's really asking you to get grounded. It's really asking you to trust and believe in yourself, instead of feeding into that self-doubt. You're working through that, though, right? Underneath all that energy of, like, the fears and the worries and the what-ifs and the scared of change and wanting to hold on to the old and what you know, you're working through that here with the beaver. The beaver talks about putting in that work. It gives me that 8 of Pentacles energy, really, is what I feel from the beaver. Or even 3 of Pentacles, because beavers, they work together in teams with their families, right? Needing some support, of course. But the beaver talks about your focus and your determination, and to not quit. Take breaks, right? You got to take time out to rest and recharge, but to stay determined and dedicated for yourself. Show up for yourself, okay? Even though you may have those fears come up, push through those fears. That's how you're going to change, and that's how you're going to transform and grow and learn more as a person, okay? So yeah, certain decision to make. You might be scared, you might be worried, you're overthinking. I'm thinking about the card Andi in the fairy deck, where it talks about a choice. That's actually Libra's card, and Libra's your counterpart. You may carry strong Libra placements in your chart, but what was I gonna say? Some sort of choice, not really sure what to do, going back and forth in your head, overthinking. You need to get grounded, get calm, cool, collected, follow what your gut instinct is, calm the mind, quieten the mind, take some nice deep breaths, go out in nature, meditate, really just try to get into the present, and just like pay attention to how you feel physically when it comes to this decision. Like, the body sensations, your gut, like, do you get a good vibe, do you get a bad vibe? Really like hone in on your intuition, okay? We got a lot of watery cards coming through in the Moonology cards, right? So this is a message, like, whatever decision you come up, make sure you trust your intuition, trust your gut, okay? Okay, so let's look into these cards. We're gonna pull some tarot and see what's happening here. Something, like I said, with the deer, something is being brought to life, or a seed or an idea that you have planted, you initiated with these new moon energies, right? Maybe you started this back in Cancer season. It's starting to really take off the ground, or it will once you make this choice, or something like that. Let's see. Tell me the tarantula for Aries, Summer Rising Venus for the week ahead. What's this choice about for Aries? Kind of like the tarantula. And the tarantula just talk about the need for you to really listen to your intuition. Like, that's just the same message that keeps coming through with all these cards. Like, trust your gut, trust your gut, trust your gut. Like, trust your gut, Aries, okay? I have the tarantula for Aries, Summer Rising Venus. Talking about the tarantula for Aries. What's this decision about? Queen of Pentacles backside. See, like, there's a lot of like uncertainty / insecurity within yourself. Like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know. And it goes back to those fears. Where do these fears stem from? That's something else that you're needing to work through, right? A personal issue reaches resolution. So this maybe has been a personal issue, or something that you've struggled with for quite some time, where maybe you second guess yourself, maybe you second guess your intuition, you second guess that you made the right choice. You know, you're really needing to work through that, and even identifying like where that comes from. Maybe like as you grew up, you really had people throw doubt your way, or people always second guessed you, and so that's something that's kind of been programmed for you to do. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. And you always ask for a second opinion instead of just following your own instinct. And then maybe you follow someone else's advice, and then you're like, shit, like, why did I listen to you? Why did I do this? Like, you know, you need to trust yourself, man. All right, tell me the tarantula for Aries. 10 of Swords falling out. The 2 of Wands, so there's that choice. Tell me the tarantula for Aries, Summer Rising Venus. 3 of Wands, yeah, okay. The Star. Oh, I like that. Anything else for the tarantula? Ooh, 3 of Swords falling right out. It's the backside though. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the two of Swords. 2 of Swords. Page of Wands, I always see this as a choice. We also have the Phoenix coming through in this card. And the 7 of Swords, 5 of Cups. Okay. So I'll talk about that. Some of you have recently gone through some sort of ending, or experienced a loss, or you cut, or maybe you had a choice to cut something out of your life. Or it's like you guys trying to figure out, okay, what now? I've gone through some sort of ending. Not really feeling the best, the most confident in myself. I know I need to move forward, but I'm not quite sure how to move on from this, or whatever, you know, like you're really like considering the next step that you take Two of Wands, and even the Two of Swords. Like, and again, surrounded by water. There's the moon in this card. Then so illumination, definitely things are being illuminated for you that will help you make this decision. And this decision may even require you to let something from the past go, burning bridges with the past, or even like a relationship for some. If you dealt with an ending or some sort of betrayal or heartbreak. And this might even be revolving around something that's already happened. Seven of Swords, yeah. And you might also be keeping, like, your moves on the down low. Like, you're not really announcing to the world, like, what you're up to. Because people might try to sabotage that. And also notice the Two of Swords at the bottom. Right? Keeping a choice to yourself. Interesting. So, we have this choice energy. And then it looks like you take a step in the direction you decided to go down, because we go from the Two of Wands at this crossroad to the Three. Okay, I made up my mind, I'm going left or I'm going straight, I'm going right, whatever. And now it's like, okay, getting more focused, getting more clear with what you want for yourself currently as well as your future self. Where is it that you're trying to head? Where is it that you're trying to go? And following, just taking baby steps, right? No need to rush, no need to run. Just taking it one step at a time. And this is what you are moving towards, some sort of wish fulfillment, some sort of dream, something that really lights up your soul, lights up your heart. It's fulfilling, it brings balance, it brings peace and harmony, and you feel like you can be your authentic self. Even you guys being more vulnerable, or like, even when it comes to looking back at some sort of ending that you've gone through, whether recent or in the past, you're not afraid to be vulnerable and like look at your wounds or past hurts, right? Maybe this has to do with this personal issue reaches resolution. Like you're really like looking at something for what it is, and it's bringing healing and peace, inner peace. I really like that. So the Lamb, let's look into the Lamb. The Lamb is a very like solo dolo energy. So I kind of like taking the time to go inward or just be by yourself and really just process and feel your way through the journey. Okay, time at the Lamb. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. There is something that you're needing to listen to, like listen to yourself, or there's a message trying to come through a song, through a book, through the news, through a show, a movie that you watch. There's something that will resonate deep within you that will like give you confirmation. Or it's like maybe you made a decision, right? You made a decision to walk away from something or leave a relationship or some shit like that, or whatever it is that you're leaving behind. Just an example. And maybe there's a bit of doubt that you had. You're like, oh, I hope I made the right choice. But then, I don't know, you hop in the car, maybe you're going to get groceries or fucking whatever, going to work, and then the song that's playing, it's like describing your situation. You're like, holy shit, like take that as confirmation, you know? So, time of the Lamb for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the High Priestess coming out, Piscean energy. Okay, like I said, trust your intuition. You're needing to go inward. There's something going on inside of you. Higher self has a message. Four of Cups. Oh, whoa. Okay. Five of Cups, Judgment. And, oh, damn. Eight of Swords. Okay. Oh my god, these cards are just flying. I'm not going to look at the bottom of the deck because this deck was like shifting around, so I don't really feel like it counts. So, Piscean energy coming out, as well as Cancer and Scorpio. We have Judgment and the Eight of Swords coming out here. Yeah, so like there's that energy of you guys being really much in your head, not seeing things clearly, and overthinking certain actions or decisions or situations. You're trying to figure things out. You're trying to reach a resolution in a situation. Maybe you're feeling really sad, really heavy, really confused, and just like unsure, like disappointed even. And maybe you experienced some sort of loss, right? We had that Three of Swords come out and the Ten of Swords, so definite for some, you dealt with an ending. And, yeah, like, definite loss here. Look at how all these cups are, like, empty, spilt, nothing left, and now it's just, like, jumping ship? I don't know, just, like, looking at the ship in the distance, but it's just, like, There's something that you're reflecting heavily on, trying to understand why something happened. And so we have Judgment coming out, which does talk about, like, review of the past, looking back at past times, past actions, how everything has led up to this very moment. And are you ready for the next step? Are you ready to move on? Have you learnt all that you need to learn? This does talk about divine timing, divinely orchestrated situations that, although right now you may not fully understand why this is happening, down the line you're going to look back at this and see why it had to go like this. Let's see if there's anything else regarding the Lamb, like what you could be finding out, or like, try the Lamb. Try the Lamb for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For the week ahead, the Sun. See, there is illumination here. I also feel like you're very protective over yourself right now, over your energy. You're very careful of who you're surrounding yourself with, or who you like express your vulnerability to. And again, there's this energy of feeling safe, or the need to be around your comforts. Those where you feel safe around, safe to be yourself. Tell me about the Lamb for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Four Swords did try to come out, so really need to take time out to just like rest and calm the mind. We have the Knight of Wands backside. So yeah, some of you have recently left something behind or walked away from something. Put an end to something once and for all. Leo energy coming out with the Sun. So yeah, something here is being illuminated. It's not quite telling me what. But I like that we had the Sun come out with all these heavy cards, right? With the Five of Cups and even the Eight of Swords, Four of Cups. And maybe you're going through this internally, right? With the High Priestess, they can be very secretive. They don't, like, keep that poker face, right? No one would even know. And so maybe this is what you're going through on the inside, right? You're feeling kind of just, like, stuck, feeling a bit blah, kind of feeling sad by some sort of loss or experience, wanting more, craving more, but not really sure how do I get there. Maybe not having the doubt, maybe not having the belief in yourself, having more self-doubt. And so this is kind of like going on inside of you. You're maybe keeping that inside, but like you're just processing a bunch of this. Alright, so let me look into the Deer for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Talking about the Deer for Aries. The Deer, it does call for like the need to have compassion towards yourself, patience towards yourself, gentleness, to take things easy on yourself, especially as you've been going through some heavy emotions. Like, you've been feeling emotional, especially with all the water that's come through in this reading. It's an emotional time for some of you, and it's important that you just feel what comes up instead of suppressing it or ignoring it or trying to avoid it. It's so important that you acknowledge your feelings, good and the bad. Kind of the Deer for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have these Six of Pentacles. What I tell you, one day you're going to look back at this situation and understand why this happened. All the pieces of the puzzle. You're looking at it right now up close. You can't understand, like, why is this happening? I don't see shit. I did this in Capricorn's reading because one of their cards was look at the bigger picture, full moon and Sag. Just like, I can't see shit. But then if you zoom out, you're like, oh, I get it now, right? Let's see. The Deer for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The World. Yes. Okay. So see. Give me 1 second. The Deer for Aries, Sun, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, and the Knight of Cups backside. For some, this is a relationship. For some, this is in like love or romance, or just like even a friendship or something. We have the Ace of Cups come out here again, backside. It's feeling a little shady. Maybe you found something out or got some sort of truth about a person in your life and you're like, wow. King of Wands, Emperor, and the Devil. Oh. Okay. Like, things are just starting to make sense now, and cycle definitely coming to a close here, and new beginnings, right? With every ending brings new beginnings, but yeah, it's really just like taking the time out you need to process what you found out, this ending, the cycle, how you're moving forward. There you are, King of Cups, being grounded in your emotions and like understanding the situation for what it is and just like reaching acceptance. Whatever doesn't serve you, let it go. That's kind of what you're saying. It's just like, what doesn't serve me, I let it go, I release it. Bring me my people, or bring me what is in alignment with me and remove what isn't. Thank you very much. And you're really just getting rid of the shit that you don't need in your life that's been keeping you stuck or stagnant. Even the emotions that you've been feeling or maybe keeping to yourself. There's changes happening here. Let me look at these cards. Is there anything else that now that we kind of see the picture for what it is? Yeah, it just seems like you guys have recently gone through some sort of ending or experienced a loss or even an ending in a relationship. And you may not fully understand why this has happened just yet. And even if you think you do, or you kind of got a good grasp of like the truth about a person or a situation, as time goes on, things are going to just start to make a lot more sense. But there are major changes that you're going through here, and you're not going to allow people to treat you badly or disrespect you or manipulate you. You know so much better now. And even with the King of Cups coming out, it's like you have such a good bullshit detector and you're not going to tolerate shit from nobody. Like, you are compassionate, you are understanding, and you're patient and kind, but it's like, do not take my kindness for weakness. Yeah, really interesting. So it's like, how do I summarize this? Because I feel like there's a lot of different messages in this reading. It's like you've recently gone through some sort of ending, loss, and for some, you've been kind of keeping it to yourself, but you're going through a lot of emotions, ups and downs. Some days you're like, I don't even care, and other days you might be feeling more emotional, more sensitive about it. Some of you are really going through some fears, and having lack of courage, of confidence, that you're trying your best to work through and trying to identify like where these beliefs come from. But positive news is whatever struggles that you've been facing, whether it's through fears, whether it's this loss that you've experienced, or all of the above, or whatever, you're pushing through that and you are getting onto the other side here with the Wheel of Fortune and even the Six of Pentacles representing balance being brought to situations. Okay? So hopefully it all makes sense. I'm gonna grab a fairy message to wrap this reading up for you guys. Any fairy messages for Aries, Summer and Isaac Venus for this weekly reading? Yeah, at the end of the day, just to finish my last little point, the struggles that you've been facing, the fears, the loss, the whatever that you resonate with, whatever the struggles, the fears, the whatever this reading resonates with you, whatever resonates with this, whatever struggles that you've been facing or fears or issues that you've been dealing with, at the end of the day, we have the full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. So something here is coming to a complete end, over, done with. You're going to be getting clarity and to trust your intuition that you made the best choice. You're going to be getting clarity as time goes on, as things begin to unfold. So, yeah, and people better not take your kindness for a weakness. We have the undressing of a Sally, number 31, falling right out, okay? So the undressing of salad is the energy of you guys needing to get back into balance, especially if things have been feeling a bit ungrounded, a bit crazy, a bit stressful or hectic at times. It's so important that you guys don't be too hard on yourselves and try to, achieve the impossible, because that's impossible, right? So make sure that you're setting realistic goals for yourself, not impossible goals that you'll never achieve. It's important that you guys take baby steps. There's going to be moments where you fall out of balance. There's going to be moments that really test your patience, to test to see where you're at, how far you've come, what you've learned, what you still need to learn. Now, depending on your attitude, you can change the outcomes of these situations, right? With your free will, with where you put your energy towards. You can turn a bad situation into a good one. You can turn a good situation into a bad one. This does talk about change of events, unexpected changes, unexpected shifts, things that you don't see coming. And that's why overall this entire reading I was saying how important it is to really pay attention to your intuition, your gut. Your red flag radar is going off, right? Your red alarm, your red flag alert is going off, your alarms are going off. Pay attention to that. Don't make excuses, don't second guess it. Be certain, be firm in yourself. And be balanced, okay? Because there's a lot of moving pieces. And at times, it can get overwhelming. Notice how they're juggling balls, right? There's going to be times where you're going to juggle a lot. There's going to be a lot on your plate. And sometimes it's important to not bite off more than you can chew. And I was saying that in Libra's reading, I believe, which Libra is your counterpart. So, yeah, this was quite a reading. To be honest, as I'm talking, I don't even know what this was about. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. Because I just, some readings are like straight to the point. As I'm reading it, like it makes so much sense for me, and for some reason with this reading I don't remember anything I said, and I don't even know like if this made any sense. But I'm sure the message resonates for whoever needs it most. So of course, if it's your story, it's your story. If not, come back next time or check out your other placements. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm rambling. Stay balanced. Everything's gonna work out. Things are unfolding, cycles coming to a close, lessons being learned, healing's taking place, trust your intuition, and all will be well. So Aries, that is what I got for you guys for this reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are interested, you can follow me over on my Instagram at JadeStoneTarot, and I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.